Alright, what's up everybody? I am the SNES Geek and welcome to another video. So this will be a little bonus video, something to do while the next review is coming up, and believe me, it's coming up soon enough. So in today's video I'm going to do a little concept which I did last year in June. It's show don't tell, sort of. I will be checking out some screenshots from Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone PC game, and I will also link my original video in the description as well. Alright, let's begin this video! Okay, so let's talk about this first screenshot, which seems to actually be involved with Snape somewhere. And here you can see another. You can see that the Lumos statue is kind of different. Harry's wand is blue. Now, you can see another screenshot where the eyes are blue and green. Now, here is another one that seemingly covers the Transfiguration class with Professor McGonagall. She actually does have a character model in game, but this is the first that it will be more prominent. And Harry, alongside the other two students, Neville, Ron, and Hermione. Harry will probably learn this spell, but it seems like he's going to learn it in a different way compared to the game. Now, here we have the faces. They look very, very, very same as the final game. Here we actually have the Gryffindor common room, which is actually going to be far more interesting to look at. Because as you can see, there are far more rooms in there. And if we look over here, you can look at the fireplace. And Harry and Ron and Hermione will probably go after the balcony, with Ron ahead. So Harry will probably be heading there at one point or another. Now, the time frame of this can be at any point, but I do feel like this takes place after the Lumos challenge, given the fact that the Lumos effect looks quite different. Harry, Ron, Hermione, and Neville are up there. Now, is this proof that the Gryffindor Tower was going to play a bigger role in this game, given the fact that it's not really seen with cutscenes, that we have green, and red. Now, Hermione is running down the stairs to who knows where. I have no idea. But as you can see, this will probably just be a bigger challenge. This will probably play a bigger part of the game. Now here we have the save game book, which Harry actually does read. And here we have an extremely odd image of Hagrid heading into Hogwarts. As you can see, the lock on that door is made of gold. And then we have Ron. Now these screenshots are the same. And then it's the one. This one is included in the game as well. Now, as you can see, the beans are actually just a bag with 3 of them. And then it's supposed to say Wicked in the final game, but it says Yummy in this beta. Now, for 3 beans and the lightning scar is red. Okay, let's look at the door over there. It's a completely different design compared to the final game. And then we actually have Hermione that says something completely different. So you're the famous Harry Potter. Then we have the text, which has grade and pass mark. It actually are different fonts. Now, this part of the challenge is completely the same. There doesn't seem to be any major changes up until we get to this screenshot. Now, at least this flipendo block. It happens in final game. Now here you will see it's been flipped over. So there's a possibility that you would actually let loose far more. Then we have Hedwig at the broom practice pitch. Now we have an hourglass that is actually shown a different design. And the counter is just some generic wings. With Hedwig came to Harry to deliver the broom, and Harry could actually just walk around the pitch before he actually got it on the broom. Well, maybe, I'm not so sure, but it wouldn't really surprise me. So this is the exact same method. Now here we're going to talk about this part, which seems to be completely the same. Now the Wingardium Leviosa spell was a regular M, and this color is completely different. Now here we have a troll health bar instead of Peeves. Was this just a placeholder, or was the troll supposed to make an appearance right here? I'm not really certain, but Peeves is at least present, and this screenshot looks the same. And it seems like maybe this will be more of an invisible test, considering the fact that the flipendo symbol is not shown. I think it will last longer than what it did in the first place. Harry can jump really high up in the air, or maybe it's just from a different angle. Okay, Neville is here like in the final game. There's no changes there. And neither is Ron, Neville, as well as the 3 boys. However, yeah, the counter is there as well. It shows 1, so that 1 out of 1 remember all. Now, there's no doors here. It leads into the castle like usual.
And now this Venomous Tentacula appeared on the bookcase. This does look like the bookcase that's in her office. Now we have this dungeon, which involves Harry finding the fire seeds. And here we have Snape's potion chamber, or potions lessons chamber. Here we have Ron and Harry, which will probably just involve them making a potion together. But they don't. Harry is just going down to the dungeons, hopefully finding the potions. And here we are far more detailed. A wand is generating a different substance. Oh my god, here we have a snake statue. It never appeared in the final game. What would be its function? There would also be far more platform focused at this part of the game. This must have gone somewhere deep into production. Here we have a potion. This must have gotten somewhere deep into the production, because this is actually a pretty functional... This seems to be a pretty functional part of the game. Maybe this has something to do with Forbidden Corridor, I'm not sure. But no, it wasn't. It was part of the challenge to gain all of the ingredients. Now, as you can see, the Lumos platforms are like usual. Now here we have a puzzle which was changed, and here we have the troll chase. He's once again chasing after you. Now this is the same dungeon with a saved game book over there. Okay, here we have the part where you'll be flying with brooms. You will collect 5 objects, 5 keys. You only collect 1 in the final game. So that's cool. So there we also just have some more screenshots, and we also have some changed enemies. Now the fire snail is kept, but the toads are missing, and the fire crab did make an appearance. Whoa, we also have a green dragon. He never showed up, and then we have a kid right here and then we have the devil's snare.
Okay, so that was everything, and I gotta say, it was actually a rather interesting look at all of these screenshots. Now, there was no playable version of any of these, I don't think. But why was all of these features cut? What happened to them? This could have been a far more interesting game if that very thing were to happen, especially the Gryffindor Tower segment. Well, much like most things that is removed from games, it probably comes down to a deadline. This game was supposed to be released right before or just as the movie hit theaters, and because the movie was such a hit thanks to the books, there were reasons why it needed to be rushed out and then in time for the holidays. But all of these cut features was really interesting, especially some of the others that I've just mentioned. I should just clarify one thing. A lot of game developers have ambitions. They want to make the best game possible. Plenty they want to make single-player adventures, but when they work under a corporation, they are really stripped for time, and therefore they cannot include everything. So yeah, that's kind of a sad story. That is why there's plenty of cut content from plenty of games throughout history. So yeah, that was it for Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Bye bye!